Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. I do double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Right? And salutation to Yakim that pushing the will in all truth and sincerity. Right? So okay. Right. I just want to touch on something real quick. I'm not gonna make it too long. But while you was at camp yesterday, a guy came up and asked, um, who do we worship? Right? Because he said he worships the Almighty. Right? So he asked, who do we worship, or who do we glorify? Right? So brothers went into it, and had to break it down to him, because he thinks he can go directly to the Almighty, to the Most High. Right? So so let me just bring the first precept. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 5. It says, for there is one power, for there is one power and one mediator between the Most High and men, the man Mashiach Yahweh Shai. So basically that is self-explanatory, right? There is one power, right, and one mediator between power and men, right? And the scripture clearly states that the man is Yahweh Shai, right? So you can like go to the Almighty, right? You can't go to the Most High directly, right? You don't have that authority, right? Because if you really check on a carnal level in this world, right, at your job, you can go to the CEO directly, right? Because there's something called a chain of command, right? There's you, the employee, there's the supervisor, right? There's the manager, right? As a matter of fact, before I get to the manager, there's the employee, right? There's the supervisor, there's human resources department, right? After human resources, there's the manager, right? Then you will have board of directors, and then you'll have the CEO, right? So and they uphold that chain of command in the job place, right? They uphold that chain of command. So therefore we have to uphold the same chain of command, right? And I is pursuing to 1 Corinthians 11:3, right? This is 1 Corinthians, right? Chapter 11 verse 3, right? I'll start off verse 2. I'll just start off verse 1, right? 1 Corinthians 11:1. It says, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach. Right? It says, now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them unto you. Right? There's the point here. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of the Mashiach is power. Right? So right then and there, right, is a order, right, that Yahweh Hashem is set up, right? So you can't go directly to Yahweh and for anything at all, because there is an order, and the same way you uphold that order in this carnal world, right, with your job place, the same way you're supposed to, I mean, more so you're supposed to uphold the ordinances of the Heavenly Father and the Son, of this truth, right? So let's start with that. So it says, First Timothy chapter 2 verse 5, right? It says, for there is one, so okay, for there is one power and one mediator between the Most High and men, the man Mashiach Yahushua. Right? And when you go into that word there, mediator, right? The Greek word for mediator is mesites, right? Which means one who intervenes between two, right? It says in order to make or restore peace and friendship, right? Because when you go into the scriptures, Yahushua calls us his friends, right? But he's also going to restore peace and restore friendship, and that's in the kingdom, right? He has to come to do that, right? Right. So, like I said, the Greek word is mesites, one who intervenes between two, or in order to make or restore peace and friendship, right? So you're actually going to make peace, but that's going to happen in the kingdom. First, World War III has to take place and whatnot, right? The war has to take place, so that you're only going to have peace in the kingdom, right? You're gonna get that friendship, that true friendship with Yahushua, because right now these two things are not friends with Yahushua. Because Yahushua said what friend is there that laid down his life? What man is there? So like just roughly paraphrasing, what man is there that laid down his life for his friends? So we are friends of Yahushua, but the two-thirds right now of Israel is not friends with Yahushua, right? So in the kingdom, the friendship is going to be restored. Understand? Right? Right, so let me just get the next precept. Right, because you don't understand. Yahweh, the Most High is glorified through the Son. Right? So let me just get, and one more thing to prove that you can't go to, yes, John 14. You don't have the authority to go straight to go directly to the Most High. Right? You don't have that authority at all. Who is you? Right? Right, John 14. John chapter 14. Right? Or some verse 5, right? It says, Thomas saith unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Verse 6, Yahushua saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Right? So you can't go directly to the Father. Yahushua, you have to go to Yahushua, and Yahushua has to go to the Father. He has to present you to the Most High. Right? Yahushua clearly, that is again self-explanatory. Right? It says, no man goeth unto the Father but by me. Understand? So that is our cut right there. You can't go directly to the Most High. You don't have that authority. Only Yahushua has that authority to go directly to the Most High. Right? I think the only man that also speak with Most High is Moses. Moses had that authority. Right? Israel had to go to Moses, and Moses had to go to the Most High. Right? But right now, nobody can go to the Most High directly. Right? So when the guy came up and asked, who do we glorify? We glorify Yahweh Shai, right? But the Father is glorified in Yahweh Shai, right? Father is glorified through the Son, right? And that will be my next precept. Uh, John 13, John chapter 13, verse 31. It says, therefore, when he was gone out, Yahweh Shai said, now is now is the Son of Man glorified, and power is glorified in him. Right? Verse 32. It says, if the Mosai be glorified in him, the Mosai shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him. So yeah, the Mosai is glorified in Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai says, I in him and he in me. Just roughly paraphrasing. So when you glorify Yahweh Shai, right, Mosai is glorified as well, automatically. Right? 1 Peter 4:11. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 11. Right? Right? It says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any minister, let him if any man minister, let him do it as the ability which power giveth. Right? So that guy who came up, he don't have he don't have the ability, right, to to speak as an oracle of the Most High, right? To say, well, to say who who should be glorified, because he said he glorifies the Almighty. So therefore, what? You just forget all about Yahweh Shai? No, you can't, because Yahweh Shai went through all of this. You wouldn't glorify Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, Yahweh Shai is the one who coming back with the chariots, right? Pursuant to Isaiah 66:15, right? He come back with his chariots like a whirlwind. So you will glorify Yahweh Shai? You will bypass Yahweh Shai and go directly and glorify the Most High? No. The Most High is glorified in Yahweh Shai, right? So it says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which the Most High giveth, that the Most High in all things may be glorified, right, through Yahushua Mashiach, in whom we praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Yes, so the Most High is glorified through Yahushua. And I'm going to go into that word glorified, right? From the Greek is the Greek for glorify is doxazo, right? It means to praise, to extol, to magnify, right? To celebrate, to honor, to do honor to, or to hold to honor, right? So we hold Yahweh Shai to honor, we extol Yahweh Shai, right? And the Father and the Most High is glorified in that, just by us, extolling Yahweh Shai, right? Honoring him, right? Let me see again. John 14, John chapter 14, and if I read that. John 14 and 13. Right? and next reason too. That is why we when we pray, we ask, if we have to ask for anything, we ask it in the name of Yahweh Shai. You know, so everything is Yahweh Bahasham, which means Yahweh, name of the Heavenly Father. Ba in Ha the name Shal Salakia. Ba in Ha the and Sham name, right? Yahweh Shai. Even if you want to say in the name of is Shal. So brothers say Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, but you can also say Yahweh Bahasham Shal Yahweh Shai, because Shal means of, right? That's why we ask, we can't go directly to the Most High, right? John chapter 14 verse I read start out 12, right? It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto the Father." Right? It says, "And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do." Right? That the Father may be glorified in the Son. So Yahweh is glorified in the Son, in Yahweh Shai. Right? Right. Right? So yeah, Yahweh is glorified in Son. Right? And it says the scripture, and Yahweh Shai said, "Who will do it?" He said, "Whatsoever ye ask in my name, that will I do." So Yahweh Shai is the one, right, that does everything. With the power that the Most High gave to him, that his Father gave to him. Right? Even in terms of judgment. Let me see if this precept correct. I believe it's John 5:22. John 5:22. It says, "For the Father judgeth no man, right, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son." So it's really Yahweh Shai is the one we're supposed to be glorifying, and the Father automatically will be glorified in him. Understand? So according to the brother who came up and asked the question, yeah, the Most High is glorified. The Most High is glorified, but you cannot bypass the Son. There's an ordinance that was set. Right? Right? So he said, "Whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that my Father may be glorified, that the Father may be glorified in the Son." Understand? That's why, like I said, as we ask everything in name of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, right? We give thanks too. We give thanks to Yahweh Shai as well. Understand? Um, Ephesians 5:20. Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 20. It says, "Giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High, for all things unto power and the Father, in the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach." Understand? Everything is done in name, and that's how Yahweh Shai is glorified. That's how the Most High is glorified. Right? You ask for things in the name of Yahweh Shai. You understand? So you know, I think I can read about that scripture. I think it's John 14:15. No, so okay, John Um, yeah, I think it's John. Right. So back to, yeah, John 14. Right, 14 and 13. Right. It says, so whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, uh, that what I do, and the Father will be glorified in His Son. Right. So the Father, Yahweh, is glorified in the Son. Right. So you glorify Yahweh Shai always, and Yahweh through that will be glorified as well. Right. So you can't you can't get around it and go straight to the Most High. You understand? The Most High wouldn't hear you. Right. You don't have that authority. Right. The only person who has the authority to go directly to the Most High is Yahweh Shai. You know. Right. You know. Like I say, with that, I hope you brothers was edified. You know. Again, all praises, honor, and glory. You know. Ka halal la Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All praises and glory due to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Right? Again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You know, and salutation to all the Akim that are pushing you with no truth and sincerity. You know, the 144,000 and 1/3 of men, women, and children. House of David. Right? Shalom.